Jordan Ashford's current storyline has quietly become one of the most emotionally complex and morally layered arcs unfolding in Port Charles right now. On the surface, it looks like a romantic and personal storyline tied to her relationship with Curtis, but underneath, it's a ticking emotional time bomb filled with secrets, sacrifice, and impossible choices. At the center of everything is a deeply complicated situation involving love, timing, and truth. Jordan has found herself in a fragile but meaningful place with Curtis, rebuilding a connection that has always been strong but never simple. Just as things begin to stabilize between them, the story introduces a twist that changes everything. Jordan starts to suspect that she might be pregnant. This possibility doesn't bring joy or excitement in the traditional sense. Instead, it brings hesitation, fear, and a heavy emotional burden. The reason this hits so hard is because of the timing. Curtis is already dealing with another major life shift. He's expecting a child with Portia. That alone creates a complicated emotional triangle. But Jordan's situation adds another layer of tension that threatens to destabilize everything. Instead of stepping forward with the truth, Jordan pulls inward. She begins to isolate herself emotionally, carefully choosing what to say and what to hide as she tries to figure out what the right thing to do actually is. What makes Jordan's storyline so compelling right now is that it's driven by internal conflict rather than external drama. She isn't reacting impulsively, she's thinking, calculating, and protecting. There's a strong sense that she doesn't want to disrupt Curtis's life any further, especially when he's already overwhelmed. That leads her toward a painful path, considering whether keeping the truth hidden might actually be the least damaging option. But in true soap fashion, secrets don't stay buried for long. The tension begins to rise as others start to sense that something is off. Subtle confrontations begin to emerge, especially from people who are already emotionally invested in Curtis's life. Jordan finds herself under quiet pressure, not necessarily accused, but observed, watched, questioned. And with every passing moment, the weight of what she's holding in becomes harder to carry. There's also a harsher external influence shaping her decisions. Voices around her begin to plant doubt, raising concerns about her health, her past medical issues, and the risks tied to a potential pregnancy at this stage in her life. These aren't just casual worries, they feel like warnings. Jordan is forced to consider not just the emotional consequences, but the physical ones as well. All of this builds toward a quiet but powerful turning point. Instead of the storyline exploding outward immediately, it tightens inward. Jordan becomes more guarded, more controlled, and more alone in her decision-making. She's not just dealing with whether she is pregnant, she's dealing with what that truth would mean for everyone involved. Would it bring her closer to Curtis, or destroy what they've just begun to rebuild? In some recent developments, there are indications that the situation may not be what it initially seemed. The possibility arises that the pregnancy might not be real after all, creating a sense of emotional whiplash. For Jordan, this doesn't erase what she went through, it actually highlights it. Because the real story isn't just about whether she is pregnant. It's about what she was willing to sacrifice, hide, or endure in order to protect the people she loves. Ultimately, Jordan's storyline right now is about control versus vulnerability. She is a character who has always been strong, strategic, and composed. But this situation forces her into a space where there are no clear answers, only consequences. Every choice she considers comes with a cost, and no matter what she decides, someone is going to get hurt. including herself. This arc is shaping her into one of the most emotionally grounded, yet quietly tragic figures on the canvas right now. She isn't making dramatic moves, she's making difficult ones. And that's what makes her story so powerful.